Okay, the 2026 CBSE board exams are right around the corner. And yeah, you've studied like crazy for your subjects, but do you actually know the rules for the exam hall itself? Because they can be surprisingly stricty. In this explainer, we're going to walk through every single key instruction so you can go in there confident, relaxed, and ready to focus on just your answers. Let's get right into it.
First things first, let's talk about the single most important rule of the day. Look at this time, 10 a.m. I want you to think of this as a concrete wall. It is not a suggestion, it's not a maybe. If you show up at 10:01 a.m., the gates are shut. Period. No excuses, no exceptions. Every other rule we're about to talk about, it's all designed to help you beat this one clock.
So, how do you make absolutely sure you're not late? Well, it all comes down to planning. Let's break down the simple steps you need to take before the day of the exam to completely eliminate any of that last-minute heart-pounding panic.
Here's your game plan for a stress-free arrival. Step 1, and this is a big one, find your center the day before. Actually go there if you can, so there's zero surprises. Step 2, plan for the worst traffic imaginable. Whatever you think it'll take, add a good 30 minutes, just in case. Your real target isn't 10 a.m., it's this golden window between 9 and 9:45. If you aim for this, that 10 o'clock deadline becomes a total non-issue.
Okay, you did it. You're through the gates. You're on time. So, what happens now? Let's move inside the exam hall. Following these next few procedures is absolutely key to getting settled in quickly so you can clear your head and just focus on the paper in front of you. Here's your immediate mental checklist as you walk in. First, you've got to be in your proper school uniform. Have your admit card and your school ID in your hand, ready to go. Find your assigned seat. And here's a pro tip. Double-check your entire roll number, not just the last few digits. It's an easy mistake to make when you're nervous. And from this moment on, that's it. No more talking. The exam has officially begun. Simple question, even simpler answer. What if you need something? An extra sheet, a pen stops working, anything at all. Do not, and I repeat, do not call out or turn to your neighbor. The one and only correct way is to just raise your hand and wait. Be patient. An invigilator will see you and come over. This keeps things quiet and lets everyone stay in the zone.
All right, let's get into the single most important document you're going to handle, your answer booklet. Now, making a mistake here isn't like getting a question wrong. It can have really serious consequences for your entire exam. So let's break down exactly how to manage it perfectly.
Before you even think about answering question 1, there's a protocol. First, look at the question paper. Is it the right subject? Check. Now quickly count the pages to make sure it's all there. Good. Now turn your attention to the answer booklet's title page. Carefully, and I mean carefully, fill in the subject and the paper code. And finally, and this is so important, write your roll number only in the spot they give you. Now, here is a rule that trips a lot of students up every single year. You must never write your roll number on maps, graph paper, or any of those extra sheets. You might be wondering why. Well, it's all about keeping things anonymous. Any extra identifying mark could be seen as an attempt to signal to the examiner, and that's a huge violation that could get your paper canceled. Just don't do it. Let's quickly go over some best practices for how you actually write your answers. Always use both sides of the page. Don't leave back sides blank. Your question numbers, they go in the margin and only in the margin. All your rough work, your calculations, your scribbles, do that on the right-hand margin and then just put a single line through it. And whatever you do, never ever tear a page out of the booklet. So what if you need extra sheets? The process here is super specific. You'll tie any extra answer booklets on securely with the tags they give you. But pay close attention to this rule for maps and graphs. They have to be placed between 2 blank sheets. Why? Well, it's like creating a protective sandwich. It keeps those single important pages from getting lost, crumpled, or damaged in the pile. Okay, let's talk about gear. What can you actually bring with you into the exam hall? Getting this wrong can cause a lot of stress right at the gate, so let's look at the official list of what's allowed and what's banned. Think of this as your go list versus your no-go list. On the allowed side, you've got the essentials. Your pens and pencils in a clear pouch, a simple analog watch, not a smartwatch, and a clear water bottle. You can even have your MetroCard and a little cash. But it's the prohibited list you really need to memorize. There is zero tolerance for phones, smartwatches, or calculators. And listen, even having one in your pocket, switched off, is considered a major offense. Just leave it at home.
Okay, big announcement here. Class 10 students, I need you to listen very carefully because this part is just for you, and it is absolutely critical. For your science and social science papers, you can't just start writing your answers wherever you want. You have to physically divide your answer booklet into sections.
Here's exactly how that breaks down. For your science paper, you're going to create sections for biology, chemistry, and physics. For social science, you need 4 sections: history, geography, political science, and economics. A really good tip is to do this right at the beginning, the moment you get your booklet, so you don't forget when the pressure is on.
And here's why this is so important. Let me be perfectly clear about this. If you write a physics answer in the chemistry section or a history answer in the geography section, it will not be graded. It will get 0 marks. There's absolutely no wiggle room on this rule, so please make sure you get your sections right.
All right, we're on the home stretch. The clock is ticking down. You're near the end of the paper. But how you finish is just as important as how you start. Let's cover the final crucial steps to finishing strong.
So what happens if you finish early? First of all, nice job. But you can't just get up and leave. That extra time is a gift, so use it. Don't just sit there staring at the clock. Go back to question 1 and revise everything. Hunt for spelling mistakes. Recheck your math. Make sure every single question number is correct. This is your last chance to catch those little errors that could cost you valuable marks.
Before you even think about handing that booklet to the invigilator, do one last check. Is everything tied together properly and securely? Are your extra sheets in the right order? Are your maps and graphs tucked safely between those blank pages? This is your final responsibility. Make sure your entire paper is submitted as one complete package.
And that's it. You see, these rules aren't meant to add stress. They're actually designed to remove it. When you know the whole process inside and out, it frees up your mind to focus on what really matters, your answers. You've put in all the hard work studying. Now you know the rules of the game. You are prepared. Go out there and succeed. All the best.